Hello, everyone. Welcome again to No Slacking, Martial Arts Ministry. Last time I talked to you, we dealt with proper way to karate punch, make a proper karate fist, and 4 reasons why you kill. Today, I'm going to work with you on stances. Now, the first thing before we get into moving stances, a few of the basic stances in karate, first thing I want to talk to you about is just stance in general. You got to think about what does it mean to have a stance? Or, as I said, how can a person stand? One of the things I always taught and live by, if a man can't stand, he can't fight. Now, I know that may sound a little weird coming in when you think about martial arts because there are different styles of martial arts. There are different situations, and you may say, well, you got different styles that require you to get on the ground and everything like that, but it's not really what you think. When I think about a man can't stand, he can't fight, and thinking about having a stance, I'm talking about the concept of standing not physically, but within oneself for things that are important to a person. So I say setting a standard. So when I say a man can't stand, he can't fight, what I'm really saying is a person has to be willing to stand within themselves. Because if the person or individual does not have within themselves to make a stand or take a stand when the time is needed, then they'll settle for anything. So that's the whole concept of what I mean by a man can't stand, he can't fight. Okay? So today, I'm going to go into a few basic stances for karate. All right. First basic stance, dealing with the basics. We first have to learn certain things like discipline, have 5 principles: respect, discipline, hard work, control, and right attitude. Those I get into another time. But tonight, we're working on stances. So one of the first stances, basic stances in karate is the attention stance. Feet together, back straight, knees straight, everything straight, body straight, looking straight ahead. Hands in front of you, too tight karate fist looking on the first 2 knuckles, a fist away from your body or 3 inches below the belt. Looking straight ahead. That's your attention stance. For different martial arts have different stances for attention when they are presenting themselves to their instructor. In the training I went under with American Karate, this was the particular attention stance that we use. Feet straight, back straight, body straight, looking straight ahead. Hands in front of you, too tight karate fist, looking over the first 2 knuckles, a fist away from your body, or 3 inches below the belt. A simple stance or attention stance. The next stance after that, we call a your stance. So attention, bow. Your stance, I'm going to execute a 2 downward block while moving this left foot over and getting a recall, a 2 downward block, bringing it back to the center. I slide the left foot over, shoulder width apart, by the blade of the feet and out with my shoulders. Run it again. Attention, bow. You understand? Execute a 2 downward block, get a recall, bring it back to the center. My hands are going back in the position that they were in attention stance. My knees are slightly bent. And remember, my feet are going to be shoulder width apart with the blade of the feet. The blade of the feet is the outside of both feet in line with my shoulders. So we have attention, we have yoi. Those are the first 2 basic stances. The next stance is called a kibidachi stance, or what some may call a horse stance. So, starting over again. For attention, bow, your stance. All right. Now, next stance, I told you it's going to be a kibidachi stance, which is also known as the horse stance. In a kibidachi stance, I'm going to execute a 2 downward block again. My hands and feet start and stop at the same time. I'm going to slide my left foot over, shoulder width apart, with the arch of my feet this time being in line with my shoulders. So you understand the arch of your feet, inside your feet area is going to be in line with your shoulders. So back to attention. Again, always go back to the beginning. Anytime you mess up and you don't understand something, go back to the beginning and walk yourself through it each time. All right, so attention, bow. Your stance, kibidachi. Now, you notice when I did my kibidachi stance, when I slid the left foot over, I bent my knees down and out. Okay? This is like like I said again, keep it out your stance like riding as a horse, like a horse stance. In other words, just like somebody riding a horse. If you lived out in the country and you rode a horse before, anybody that rode a horse before, you know you ride a horse, you straddling a horse like in such a way. So this is what this is. So your first three basic stanzas: tension, your stance, keep it out you. Keep it out your stance, like I said, shoulder width apart, arch your feet in line with your shoulders. I execute that 2-down block, hands go back in rigid position that they were in a tension stance. Looking over the first two knuckles, I'll fist away from your body 3 inches below the belt. My body weight is centered, looking straight ahead. My knees, make sure they're bent down and out. I want to make sure I kind of not able to see my toes. That's the whole purpose of keeping it out of the stance. Now, why are these stances important? Remember, like I said again, a man can't stand, he can't fight. Stance begins in here. If I'm not willing to stand, if my mind is not made up to stand and defend and protect those I care about, my rights, beliefs, all I hold dear, the rest of this means absolutely nothing for the rest of my training. You have some people that say, well, I went to my stance and I did this, I did that. But if it's not in your heart and mind to do it, it's no effect. If you believe it, it will work. You don't have the faith to do it, faith to go along with the work, it's not going to work. So you have to put the work in, you have to believe in these stances. Now, one other thing about having a stance and a man can't stand, he can't fight, you have to have balance. Your stances are for balance. It is for you. You have to be able to center yourself. Your mind and body have to be one. If I can't stand here, then I'm not going to stand here. If I can't stand here, I can't stand physically, how am I supposed to stand out in the real world, real life situations? Martial arts is not all just about the physical. It's also about how you deal with life on a daily basis, your spiritual life, your mental health, all those things that make up who you are as a human being, as a person, as an individual. All those things come together in martial arts. So I have to have this stance. I have to believe in this stance. I have to continue to work on this stance over and over again until I achieve the perfection of the stance. Okay? So now to keep it out the stance, knees bent down now to keep the toes, arching my feet in line with my shoulders, hands in front of me, 2 tight karate fists, a fist away from the body, 3 inches below the belt, looking over the first 2 knuckles, body weight is centered. I'm sitting down in the stance, looking straight ahead, I'm focused. Keep it out the stance. Now, after attention, joy, and keep it out you, I have 2 more other simple stances I'm going to show you before I end this video. You got a left front stance and a right front stance. All right. So, again, from the beginning, attention, bow. Your stance, keep it out you. Now, that of mine, keep it out you, I'm finna move forward into a left foot forward front stance. Meaning, this left foot needs to be in front. This is why it's called a left foot forward front stance. Left foot will be in front. Now remember, I keep it out of the stance. I'm going to take this left leg and bring it in. Now notice, watching this carefully, as I bring my left foot in to my right foot and bring it together, I keep my knees bent. Okay? Keep my knees bent. I slide my left foot up just past the toe of my right foot. Where the heel of my toe of right foot is just past it. Just past it. As I do so, my hands are coming up, and I'm going to move it. When I'm performing the sweeping circular motion, always remember that I'm performing a sweeping circular motion. I'm going to sweep it out the same distance as I keep it out to stance. Only difference is my left foot is forward. My knee is bent. Can I see the tip of the toe? Arch my feet are still in line with my shoulders. My left hand comes up and is out guarding the throat. My right hand is a tight fist. Looking over the first 2 knuckles, they are parallel to each other, and it's guarding my solar plexus area. This is a left front stance. All right, so let's go again. Attention, bow. Your stance, keep it out you. Left foot forward, sweeping circular motion, boom. I'm in the left foot forward front stance. Now, after left foot forward front stance, I move to a right foot forward front stance. Right foot forward front stance is just the opposite of left foot forward. Only thing is, my right foot is coming forward. Now, also remember too, I don't want to leave this out before I go into a right foot forward front stance. Attention, bow, your stance, keep it out you. Left foot forward. When I move to the left foot forward front stance, my back leg, which is my right leg in this situation, is semi-locked. I'm sitting down in my stance like I would my Kibidachi stance. Just sitting down in the stance. So I'm sitting down in the stance. Left leg, right leg semi-locked. Right knee is bent, down and out, can I see tippy toe? Left hand up, guard the throat. Right hand back, guard the solar plexus. Two tight karate fists. They're parallel to each other. This is the left foot forward front stance. Now, I'm going to move into a right foot forward front stance. As I move into a right foot forward front stance, I do not unbend my knees. I keep them bent. I want to keep this smooth, simple, easy, and effective. As my instructor once told me, I need to move smooth as glass. So what I'm going to do is, take this right leg, and I'm going to bring it up while keeping my knees bent. Bring it up, sweeping circular motion. Bringing this right foot just past the big toe. My left foot, where the heel of my big toe, heel of my right foot past the big toe of my left foot, shoot straight across the same distance as the Kibidachi stance. Hands change position. This time the right hand comes up and guards the throat area. Left hand, the tight karate fist, guarding the solar plexus. They're parallel to each other, looking over the first two knuckles. I am now in a right foot forward front stance. Now, again, from the beginning. Attention, bow. Your stance. Kibidachi. Left foot forward. Moving forward. Right foot forward. There you have it. You have 5 of the first basic stanzas. Now there are a few other stanzas, but we can go on those until another time. But I just wanted to share those 5 first basic stances when you start in this karate style, which is American karate, understood Genshindukai, mind, body, discipline. All right, so remember also too, man can't stand, he can't fight. It's not a matter of just standing physically, but the stance had to start within you. If there's something that you believe in, something that you're willing to go 100 into doing, then you have to be willing to take your stand, whether it's for your rights, whether it's protecting family members, people you love, whatever it is. Man has to first, man or female, has to be able to stand. Standing doesn't start just from the outside. It comes from within the person. And if it's in your heart, you can stand. You believe it, you do it. Don't ever say, I'm going to try, but just do it. Okay? Never say, I'm just going to try, but just go out and do it. Put your faith 100% in it. Put your faith into action and do what it is you need to do. Not just what you want to do, but what you need to do. For any given situation, any given moment, the thing that's most important to you, do those things you need to do. Because remember, if a man can't stand, he can't fight, he'll settle for anything. All right? Until next time, and always remember, no slacking.